Hey guys, so I wanted to tell you one of the things that I get asked a lot, and if you're going to be going through your journey, you'll probably get asked this too. And if you've already been through your journey, you, I'm sure, have heard this 1,000 times to the point where sometimes it gets on your nerves. You kind of want to like this to some people after you give them the explanation. But what I'm talking about is, how can you give up the baby? I hear that a lot. And to me, it's a no-brainer because this is what I'm choosing to do. You know, it is not my baby genetically at all. I am just the oven. I am helping a family have a baby. And I have gone into this with both surrogacies with that mindset. And the way I prepare myself, honestly, I don't even want to say prepare myself. It's just the fact that I know for a fact that this is my baby. One, I don't want any more kids. You know, my youngest is 13. I'm good. My oldest is about to turn 21 in 2 weeks. No more babies for this mama. I'm good. And so there I'm prepared that way. You know, the other way is when you go through the surrogacy process, it's not just a body thing. It's a mental thing. It really is a mental thing. And what I mean by mental thing is, you know, I don't want to say you're not going to bond with this baby because you're carrying that baby for 12 months. Or 12 months, I'm sorry. I have baby brain. 10 months. And you're going to form a bond with the baby, but it's not, and this is completely just my opinion. This is how I feel about both of my surrogacies. I haven't formed that bond in a sense of a mother and child. I formed that bond in a sense of like an aunt, you know, where you're all excited because your brother or your sister or one of your in-law is having a baby, and you're just super excited because you just want to see that baby and squeeze the baby's cheeks and just kiss all over it and then give it back to the parents. You know, that's me. And I feel the same way when I'm carrying the baby. You know, I'm very protective of the baby. I'm very making sure, obviously that he's okay. And on the flip side, it's also making sure the parents are okay. You know, you guys saw me in my last video kind of freaking out about the whole Down syndrome thing. And I'm not freaking out in a sense because I'm so scared for this baby. It's because I don't want to give these parents bad news. That's the type of bond that I've formed with the parents. You know, we as surrogates, we know we're the last resort for somebody to have a genetic child. We are. You know, our parents have gone through IVF cycles, they've gone through miscarriages, they've gone through a whole heck of a lot of crap to get to a surrogate. And you don't want to give them bad news. You don't want to be, adding onto that heartbreak. And an example for that is with this baby here. You know, we were supposed to have our transfer, the first one, back in January. On January 4th, I got the phone call that said, or the email that said, you have fluid in your uterus. We need to wait. And then on Monday, we'll contact you and we'll reschedule your transfer, restart your medication as far as the birth control, stop the rest of the shots. And I cried. We were at the mall with my kids. We were shopping. And my mom's up at the register paying for the clothes and stuff. And I had to go sit down and I had to find tissue because I'm crying. Like I was crying. And my son, my one son, he's just kind of like, why are you upset? Like, it's not a big deal. You're going to do it next month. And it's like I told him, I'm like, I'm not crying because I'm upset. I'm crying because I don't want to tell these guys that at the time, to me, my body failed. And that's a hard thing to tell somebody. And my body didn't fail, you guys. I know that now, but at the time, you're taking the hormones, your body's going through these changes, and all you can think in your mind is, I'm failing these parents. And that's seriously how I felt. So when it comes to the whole, how can you give up a baby at the end? I'm not giving up a baby. Okay, to me, I've gained extra family members. I had Bert over a year ago, and I still talk to his mom almost weekly. I get pictures weekly. I send pictures of my family back to her weekly. She checks in on me, I check in on her. You know, I've gained that extra family, that baby, and, you know, she calls my sons, you know, Bert's brothers. So, you know, that is the type of bond that I have. And that's why at the end of my pregnancies, handing over their baby to them is not hard. I didn't cry at the hospital with Bert after he was born. I didn't even cry the next day. I did cry, however, a couple days later at night, and I know it was because I was feeling, you know, it was that whole, I carried the baby for 10 months, and then it was, crap, now what do I do? And then you add in the hormones, and I was trying, my milk wasn't coming in, and then once again, I felt like I was failing. And then it was fine after that. Once my hormones were all done and my milk came in, then it was like, yeah, I got this. You know, and I can see that's going to happen the same way with this baby and his parents. And the other way that I but, you know, make sure that the parents know, and also how I am preparing mentally, as I try to explain to people, I guess, is like when we got the test results back that said, you know, I got the result from the IVF clinic that said, congratulations, you're pregnant. So I turned around and I told the parents, congratulations, you're pregnant. It wasn't an I'm pregnant. It wasn't a we're pregnant. It's a you're pregnant. And I do the same thing with doctor's appointments. Your doctor said this about the baby. Your doctor's recommending this. Here are your OB appointments. Here are your high-risk appointments. You know, I submerge them wholeheartedly and daily with updates on their baby, how things are going for me carrying their baby. You know, I messaged them the other day and I said, hey, you know, it's really weird. I'm not a sparkling water type of person. I honestly find it really disgusting. However, the other day I'm in the line at the shopping center and it's like, this looks really, really good. That San Pellegrino's mineral water. And you guys, I'm in love with it. I love it. And my husband's like, what is wrong with you? You're not, you know, you're a boxed water. I don't even drink out of the, you know, water bottles. I drink boxed water. So I text the parents and I'm like, hey, you know, funny thing. And I kind of told him the story and the dad comes back and goes, oh my goodness. You know, mom and dad love that kind of water. They drink it all the time. And I'm like, oh my gosh, your son loves this water too. And, you know, and it's a really good way to stay connected with the family. And it's also a really good way if you're doing your journey and you're just starting out and you're trying to find your way or whatever. A really good way to also keep mentally in your mind that the baby's not yours. Like I said, I don't have an issue with it. I know completely the baby's not mine. However, I do get asked it all the time to the point where sometimes you just want to wring somebody's neck because they want to tell you all the reasons why you should be connected and, you know, bonded with this baby when you try to explain that you're bonded, but not in a way that they're thinking. So I know I've been rambling on and I'm sorry. I do have baby brain, so I've kind of gone from one end to the other and I don't know how to tell a story in a straight line anymore. I have like 1,000 stories in between, so you guys are going to get that for the next 25 weeks. Good luck to you guys and good luck to me. All right, as always, be nice to each other. Talk to y'all later. Bye.